Hello to my Pisces friends, and thank you for coming to my channel, LowkeyMagickal with a K, where I offer energy work, tarot reads, all things healing and magical. Thank you for coming today. Please like, share, subscribe if you will. It helps support my channel. And we are getting into your read for mid-May for my Pisces buddies. I know who some of you are out there. Don't think I don't. I got my Pisces friends in my mind. All right, that's a shuffle sound that you're hearing, and now we're going to cut the cards, and I am going to choose, let's say, stack number 2 today. I feel it. I feel the intuition. How are you guys? I hope things are going well. Let's see what this first, this card has come up for so many of my reads, and it's so happy to see. This 10 of Cups is fantastic. Cups represent your feelings and your emotions, and this 10 is the end of a cycle, which means you have accomplished something. There is something that you have now that really, really feels good. Look at this house. It's happy, it's in order. The people in front are clearly happy. Even the cat's got some goodness going on there. And this doesn't necessarily have to mean, oh, you just got a house and you just got a happy family and you finally achieved all of that. This house also represents your psyche, the rooms in your house or the different parts of your brain that are not always working in harmony. But in this particular case, whew, this is nice. So either you have recently come into something that has given you peace of mind, or you are right there and about to achieve it. And I don't think this is any accident, so we're gonna ask the tarot why. Oh, all right, here we go. Of course, because we have the Magician there. Now, the Magician card is fantastic. It is the first card in the tarot, and it represents that initial spark of energy that creates the momentum that gets you to everything else. So of course, it includes all of the energy of the tarot, the emotions of the cups, the fast-moving thoughts of the swords, the slow-moving earth energy of the pentacles that represents money to a lot of people, and the wands, the physical work, what you do in the world. The Magician, in that initial spark, knows how to combine those things perfectly to bring his or her creations from the ethereal down into the physical. So why is this happening? Why has it happened? Why is it about to happen? It is not an accident, my friend. This is something that you have brought about. This is something that you have focused on. And I just have to say congratulations, because if there's been work going on, if you've been doing internal work, if you've been working through something difficult emotionally, if there was a time in the past where you were in a lot of pain and you said, I'm going to do a vision board, I'm going to get a tarot read, I'm going to take a salt bath, I'm going to sage my house, I'm going to read some books on meditation, I'm going to make some changes in order to bring order to my internal house. That alchemy, whether you knew you were doing magic or not, you were. And you have brought something into place that has freed you from this next card. This one, probably, these things are always non-linear, and I'm a card jumper. This may have been where you were before, or the whole reason that you began this process to get you here is because this was incredibly uncomfortable for you. This is an 8 of Swords, and the swords represent our thoughts. They're very fast moving, and sometimes we can be literally held hostage by our thoughts. And this kind of chokes me up a little bit, because I have been in this position. Oh my goodness, I've been in this position. This girl is bound, but really she's loosely bound, and she has her eyes blindfolded, but she's not really, I mean, these swords are not even in a threatening position. It's the idea of them, it's the things she refuses to look at that are holding her hostage. And because this is an 8, if you think about the image of the 8, it's an infinity loop. Tip it on its side. You could live in the energy of 8 forever. if you chose to. That's part of our free will, is that we can choose to make ourselves miserable. And this may have been where you were for who knows quite some time, because like I said, that 8 can continue forever. But because of the work that you've put in, because of those pieces that you put together, and those I have to emphasize this, they don't all have to be like magical things, okay? I speak in terms of that because those are, but I do a lot of practical things for myself. I have traveled from an 8 of Swords to a 10 of Cups. I feel this deeply. And part of my alchemy tools were exercise, yoga, hiking, writing poetry, performing music, you know what I mean? Meditation. Like, there are so many things that I realized it felt good to do them. And so I began to value and set aside and carve out the time to do those things. Even if they weren't important. Taking a hike is not important to everyone. But to me, getting out in the woods, communing with nature, processing all of those fractals, it just makes my brain so happy when I do that. That's one of my alchemy tools, is hiking and making time for that. That may not be important for someone else. It's important for me. And the magic was starting in the place of I never have time to do that. And now that I've expanded, saying this is important to me, I bring in the things that are important to me, I have plenty of time. It's become part of my process, a beautiful process that helps me maintain this. And why is this important? I mean, what is the energy to embody? Because of course, the magician is great. The magician is what the things you started in the past, and yes, you may be continuing to do them, but just know that you started that spark of magic. That was you. Give yourself credit for untying your own bonds and getting your own blindfold off, because you are the one that put that into place. And where does that bring you? And this is beautiful, you guys. This is to a Queen of Cups energy, and it doesn't matter, again, gender of the card. The Queen of Cups. The cups represent our emotions, and the Queen is royal and demands respect. I mean, you know that. Because she's earned it in this case. She's earned it because she has come through things that allow her to maintain her emotional well-being, regardless of what's going on around her. Now, I'm not saying that this individual never has emotional upset. That's completely unrealistic. But she has her eyes on the horizon. She knows that storms come from time to time, but she's done the work to keep the water in the vessel stable. She has done the work to know that she has enough, I don't want to say control, she has enough understanding of her, wow, this is good. All right, stay with me. She has a deep understanding of her own emotional processes, so that when those turbulent times come, she does not fear the spill. She never fears that her cup is ever going to be spilled or emptied, because she's got this. It's not that those emotional upsets never come. It's that we're ready when they do. And when we stop fearing the emotional upsets and we become one with, I understand now that my baseline is stability. My baseline is this relaxation, this comfort, this understanding that everything's going to be okay. So that when something does come along, really doesn't knock us off course. There's no way it can. We've done too much work. The stability has already been built. I mean, you really cannot get any better than that. And so we'll ask for one more. What can help us? One more clarifier. And that's the 10 of Swords. That goes right there. That's the end of that. By embodying this, you have declared the end of this process. The 10 of Swords is the end. That is the completion of the thought-torturing cycle. Guess what? Better skies are on the horizon. It's been tough. It's been tough. but you did it. It's the end of the cycle. And you get to embody all of this. Embrace this, Pisces. Embrace this. I'm really proud of you. Whatever all those pieces, I'm not saying this was all at once either. Whatever those pieces are that you assembled, tools, friends, knowledge, I don't know, secret money that you hid away, all of these magical things that you did because of whatever inspiration came to you in the moment, it has built something wonderful for you and put you in a very, very, in the perfect place for what's coming next. That's really what I want to say. You are in a perfect and stable place for what's coming next, which I think is going to be really, really good. I can't see anything else but really, really good things. All right, so if you would like a private read, if this resonates for you, let me know. Leave a comment, like, share, subscribe. If you would like a private read, look me up on Facebook, LowkeyMagickal with a K. Have a great one.